Family Leonardo, me Nasila on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you don't miss any video we will try for bring out to now. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon, please family. And don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Me famulem, on a good evening, on a good afternoon, or on a good morning. This na on a program again, Salon Cashbox. Me famulem, today na the 27th of May 2025. Me people in the salon today, I want to talk about something very, very crucial and maybe a bit technical, maybe. You see, salon people, I want to talk about Africa want better by doing the same wrong things. Isn't it strange? Isn't it funny? Isn't it stupid that the thing that went all the way back for decades, centuries, that it's the same thing that we want to continue for do. And you know the sad thing, with the claim say we don't get sense, but the sense where we don't get as Africans, not only for complain about the sense, about the wrongs them where they don't do we they complain about colonialism, neo-colonialism, but we not actually kind of like one puts change to the thing them where they lead to this very neo-colonialism. You see, some people and please, you know what I want make we try for avoid or Africans that for use emotions to this fight. You know, when they say, don't go fet when you at one. You know, nine out of 10 times, they beat you. When you at one, you go fet. 9 out of 10 times, you lost that fet day. You see, the problem where we get as Africans, some people are waiting trigger for make I do this audio today. Now, the MD, the managing director for African Development Bank, I think it is called Akinwumi Adesina. Adesina or Adesina or something like that. I can't remember. Adesina, I think it's his name. Where like they show a video where they go around. This is a video where I don't see before, but it totally escaped me. I frowned at the video the first time I saw it, and I think I don't mention them that we all audios them and stuff like that. But I want to play them today and make we see outside Africa they go wrong. But waiting the apple now make like now, you know, like this whole thing about they talk to Hotmail like the last few days, you know, where we were discussing like it referred to like fake Pan-Africanism. Now people don't seem for hold on to right now. This fake Pan-Africanism, like say we like Africa, oh it's man they abuse we, you know, it's man. For God's sake, we've known that. We don't know that now. But instead of the things them, God. Some people And I play this video, make una see. This no get the misery, the despicable position of Africa no get nothing for do with how it's managed the treat we anymore, because they no say we don't get sense. But the thing them way that they do to we, now we they allow them for make them do it. Some people like, look, we cannot have our cake and eat it. In other words, you cannot keep your cake, or you cannot eat your cake and have it. In other words, you don't go say you don't eat your cake, but you still want to keep your cake. It doesn't make any sense. You don't go kind of like I go put them in a salon way. Yes, you don't go actually kind of like, eat all you rest na net, but you still want get cool rest na morning. It doesn't make sense. You don't go to eat all you rest na net, but you want eat cool rest in the morning. Waiting you they depend on now for make where Papa can, Papa no eat all in rest. Then you get chance for get cool rest in the morning. That's the gamble where Africa they play. Because you don't want what they put for you, you don't eat and done. So no say the chance for me to get cool rest tomorrow morning. Now only if Papa can host. He decide not to eat all the rest. That's it now. Una already na the host get equal right to that cold resting. But the one way that you left for yourself, that the 100% guarantee. That the first you go touch and now the palaver I want. But you don't eat all the rest in the net. But you still about cold rest in the morning. This is the gamble. The gamble where Africa they play, and the fact that we don't eat all, we want eat we cake, but we still want keep we cake. Some people have look, the life where Africa they watch, Madabio rogue election like this. Then they watch them all go on. You see, Echo Morgan make a press conference. I listened to People's Power in audio yesterday, I think. I don't know the one the way they have a go at People's Power. The reason why they have a go at them. I'm not able to understand. I don't listen to the previous day one, but I listened to one yesterday. I don't know why make they have a go at them. Honestly. Like, People's Power make this point. Not all person go on after ECOMOG or ECOWAS for go make a press conference saying that they deploy troops in the salon. Whether Anescoma go lobby, Madam you go lobby, Pastor he go lobby, Pa Cole go lobby, whatever it is. But yet still, the ECOMOG, with all the mess when they go on a salon, they want to make Africa better. We want actually eat all we rest na net, but we still want to say we forget cold rest na morning. The mess when they go on a salon, they want to make Africa. This video where I can play for a salon people of this gentleman, Akin Wumi, like where they talk about Africa, say it don't want African governments them for make them not actually kind of like use the natural resources as collateral, as something way that they use towards the debt them. Some people like, I'll explain waiting, this all like for me you give collateral to your debt, what it actually mean and why, the reason for that. It's to protect both the lender and the borrower. This is the concept sometimes with, you see some people, and when I listen to this guy there sometimes, no wonder, you see, why can they talk say, please, una forgive me if I sound arrogant. But, when I can they talk say, I get what it take for change Africa, people get, look at smokes no, look what he did yanda. If I'm a fat back, they say, look what he fat yanda. You see, some people, when I listen to some of these guys, yes, what they talk, 90%, 80% of the stuff that where he talking about this video, I agree with him. But that very thing they for say, oh, I don't want African leaders them for they use the natural assets them for backup against the loan them when they go take. They don't want them. No. This are they saying waiting you for one, are they saying Sina, waiting you for one African government them, not all the assets and money they use for backup against the loan them, not all that you for one them. You for one them for make their practice through democracy. Through democracy. To advise ECOWAS when they promise they deploy people na salon, then people don't go lobby, go give them money for many reverse the decision. That is the advice we should give them. But as long as Africa keep operating like this, buddy, you don't get choice. I go analyze them in detail. Salon people, when somebody get good credit, one way they don't consider their way, it's credit-based economy. UK, America. When you get good credit, when you go to walk into a bank, you get a reputation. They don't ask you for where you face you or smoke with when they give you the money. They didn't go ask you, say, give me you motoka for where they give you the money first. They didn't tell you, say, oh, go make sure, say, like you bring something. They loan sharks them. Now then country there. They didn't tell you, say, go bring something, go bring you gold, then we all am. Because you get a reputation. The reason why they actually put with natural assets them, so we loan them all to go take, it is because of lack of reputation. We don't get the credibility. It is because of when they allow people like Badabio take for election. I always they talk about this bubble where they wait for boss. Now because of that, they afraid we say the way Africa they go school, like anybody one day, people will rise up one day, the military go take over. Like what they see the spread now. Now Africa. Now because of the thing they did, and that thing they had a collateral layer. Now for make it help the lender and the borrower. Because sometimes when you put those things in, it help for reduce your interest. Some people have interest just mean risk. The reason why they charge interest now because of risk. The Islamic finance forbid for make them charge interest. But even that, like now make like you get the way you like because they not allow for charge interest now like then Islamic country them. When it comes to like Western world, you know, accounting for those things, there is a way where you do them for sure as if like it has interest elements to it. Then gets the way with the duam for making us sure, like I say, now interest. But interest just means risk. Because the Islamic finance, then they can say, you know, for charge person interest. But then they inflate the prices then. That's what they do. Some people make a play this video, make una listen. And then I go analyze them. Una listen very well, please. Una listen. Because these are some of the misconceptions, misunderstandings, and you know, false passion, you know, fake Pan-Africanism, like what my brother referred to them as fake Pan-Africanism, to say, oh, wait, man, and they rip we off. Look, we don't get sense. Do you want to country their whole day? Do you want to country their whole day? Right now. Companies, them part of them board their strategy. Now, for make sure say they get X percentage, like maybe 40% of the board or the team, like you know, staffs, therefore be ethnic minorities. They put it in their policy statements. Imagine that they don't country them all. They are forced for put that. For accommodate we. Not to talk about like sovereign states them. So now fake Pan-Africanism, now because we need to do the right thing just yet, now I make with the struggle. Some people wanna listen, waiting this gentleman, not the managing director for African Development Bank. Wanna listen to him.
Addition. Let me now turn to the theme that I've been asked to speak about today. And that is for the world to respect Africa.
Some people, the theme is saying that for make the world respect Africa. And I love waiting they say. The thing now the world for respect Africa. I love that. And I love a opening statement where they can give, where he say, respect is not a giving. In other words, not a free for all. You get for work for them. You get for earn respect. Some people when I listen. I saw you by the cutting off, but when I listen, please.
Now, the first thing that I want to underline is that respect is never a given.
Never a given.
It cannot be purchased.
Cannot be purchased.
It must be earned.
It must be earned.
And it is.
It cannot be purchased. If Madam you they go and lobby to una for something where una don't say, echo us, what una don't say. Like Madam you go and lobby. If we were to go by waiting the people and they say they go and bribe people all over the place, you know, people and go and use their influence for let we move on from Usai, the calamity in 2023, June 24, 2023. Then they say, let we move on. How you go able to earn you respect? How? It cannot be purchased. It is not given. Those are free for all. You don't know this, you don't know more respect can. This world, how you sell yourself, now so treats they buy you. Tell people they wanna listen.
And based not on rhetoric.
Not on
rhetoric. Request, but based on.
Just they talk no more. No, just they talk no more. Hey, they defend we. Oh, colonialism. Hey, it's mine. They cook we. Oh, colonialism. Oh, no, they kill Africa. No, it's not about rhetoric. Actions. My rivers are small. Una sorry, Salon people. Una sorry. Listen.
A request, but based on action. Concrete action.
My rivers
consistent
small.
Action.
Small.
And based not on rhetoric.
Yes.
A request, but based on action.
Yes. You don't just talk about no more, or you just request and say, hey, with money, when I give me respect, you can't, you don't just don't know when you ask for them, you get up. When I give me respect. No! My reverse and backs alone, people. It's not based on rhetoric or a request. You get more anam. When I listen, salon people.
It cannot be purchased. It must be earned. And it is earned based not on rhetoric.
Yes.
Or request, but based on action.
Action.
Concrete action.
Concrete.
Consistent action.
Consistent action.
Over time.
Over time.
Saudi Arabia has oil, as does Nigeria.
Yes.
Kuwait has oil.
Kuwait, yes.
As does Nigeria.
Yeah.
Qatar has abundant gas.
Yeah.
As does Nigeria and other countries.
Yeah.
Yet Nigeria is the country with the largest share of its population living below extreme poverty line.
Yes.
In 2023 in Africa. That is not a gold medal that we should be proud about.
Thank you.
Clearly, there is something fundamentally wrong in our management.
Yes.
Or rather, mismanagement of our natural resources. It is also clear that if we continue to mismanage these natural resources, we will remain stuck. I have urged African governments to stop securing loans backed by their natural resources.
This is where I want to focus. They say, encourage African leaders then for make them life for the use secure loans. In other words, for the go take loan where they be backed by, using our natural resources. This is the side where I disagree with them. But I don't say I disagree with them absolutely, because maybe he said elaborates too much on the reason why they like we're being forced for actually use with natural resources. Firstly, it's not a bad thing, because you get securitized loans them, which is okay. For instance, like we mortgage them, like now securitized loans, like where would they take? However, even that, banks is still risky, because you know, like they get one thing in finance what they call liquidity risk. So in other words, if even though it is asset backed, if you don't pay your loan, they will go grab them from you back. But still, the lender get problem because there could well be like a liquidity crisis at the time when they recoup them back from you. There could well be like a downturn in like housing pricing at the time when they secure them back from you. So there is a risk. So even though it is securitized, but there is still like a risk element to it. Anyway, salute people. When I'll just listen and quickly, then I'll kind of explain why, you know, there is a problem to that. Listen, I reverse it back a little bit.
It is also clear that if we continue to mismanage these natural resources, we will remain stuck.
And by the way, when it talks about, you know, and I love this, when it talks about the mismanagement of our natural resources, it is not even for one sale, privatization or nationalization. Both things them you can mismanage with natural resources, whether it is owned by the government exclusively or rather say own. The own is not the word because whether privatization or nationalization, it is still owned by the government, by us, the people. Like whether it is operated by the government or operated by private people, it doesn't matter. You can still mismanage the natural resources. So the operation of it does not necessarily mean it is you don't relinquish, you don't transfer the ownership of that thing. So the operation of it is different from ownership. The ownership, you can never sell what you own. You're just kind of like transferring the operational side of it. So a lot of people are gonna listen.
I have urged African governments to stop securing loans backed by their natural resources.
Yeah.
And that's because those natural resource-backed loans are not transparent.
They're not transparent.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
They make debt resolution very, very difficult.
Debt resolution. In other words, from when you come out of your debt, you know, like they're not transparent. Again, for making you not be transparent, it is how you actually sign your contract, how you monitor them, how you regulate them, how you watch over it. Now, that's the problem there. But you see, salon people, this is the side where our time to finish the audio for now before I don't, you know, because I love the passion. However, this is where I get problem, this very side, because the advice is not to actually use your natural asset for secure loans. That shouldn't be the advice. Some people want to know the reason why people have to use their asset in this place of a lender. This person when they go lend you the money, the person need for safeguard back in your side. Imagine you full man, you know say this person is not stable. You get your cut shop. If that person never can lend to you, they say no. You know, go take you expensive watch. Go take you pan where the most expensive pan that you scarlet and you like, you know, put some dong. Because I'm not sure about you. But some money we get good reputation, we get respect when they do things them according to the constitution. You trust them. You they get money all the time. So the lender, they request for make you actually make if I give me money, put something down. Put a collateral down. Put something down. God left something to me. But people that will get good reputation, they don't ask them for that. Like when America they go take loan, the UK, China, Japan, Germany, they get good reputation, they get government structure in place. Like within, you know, this woman is saying like, you know, like Fatima Badi's Ibrahim play in LinkedIn page where they talk about like with how Fatima Bio get involved in Koidu holdings and all that nonsense. Then they play games. You know, you don't say what they tell you. They say, salute as it is. Like we bad name about we war, we blood diamond, you know, like Ebola, like, you know, one party state, the rebel war. It's still kind of like hang over we. The shadows still there around we. But yet still, we they continue for conduct election. The way when they want for the beef up with reputation small. Now it's still people in the play with. Then the opposition in the tell we say, let we move on. Then when I want to make people them, and I tell people every day, Africa they ever better without debt. If na lie, they lie, una beat can that rest na me back. The question me mama can say. Put rest na go and say dog can't eat him. Africa no go ever better without debt. But the debt gets for be responsible one. Say, follow we know. Look, the advice, Dr. Adeshina, I think that's so like then they call her Adeshina. The advice should not be about using our natural resources as a backup, as a collateral for go taking loans. That shouldn't be the advice. The only time you will advise that, now where would they do things them according to the constitution? You know, go sit down in the rogue election like this. Una want make person go on money where they be backed by we assets them. No, sir. You cannot eat your rest na net you expect to rest na money. You cannot eat your cake and have it. No, sir. It doesn't work that way. And the reason, some people, and the other reason, so the person where they go lend the money, where they go lend the money, it even good for we back. Because it reduce the interest rate where they charge me. Honestly and truly, hey, of course you get certain debts them, like if you kind of like securitize loans them, like if you kind of like allow where you put your assets, you know they able to trade them freely. The liquidity don't be squeezed. The liquidity don't be squeezed. Yes, I agree on that. That's the reason why, for me, because of there will be a liquidity problem where when once you don't lock that assets, they're able to sell them or able to kind of like do business with them now freely without the lender's permission. I understand that. So this is the reason why we ought to take respect to reputation seriously. I understand that. But also sometimes, if even even like the flexibility day, you still able kind of like a manage them for me, you able to sell them still. However, it limit, it reduce the interest rate where you pay if you actually back your loan by something. So if even sometimes you get good credit rating, good reputation, respect, credibility, confidence, sometimes you just want to use them for reducing interest rate. But you see, Africa, what we don't do now? Now, for just put this all Pan-Africanism, say, oh, with mine, they use we, oh, with mine, I want to destroy Africa, oh, with mine, done this, with mine, done this. Anyway, Brother Bakar of the Loyalist, happy birthday. Totally forget. Ibrahim to remind me this morning. The great Mr. Salon, happy birthday to you. I think yours was on Sunday. Was it Sunday or Saturday? Happy birthday. Let we not use emotions for this fight. What is facing Africa is beyond emotion. We're not going to sit down and make emotion. We'll be emotional about this whole thing. But we were actually kind of like, with the Sidom, Mother Building, the rogue election like this, rig election before we hide them. Then they say that we move on. ECOWAS organize a conference. They say that they deploy people in the salon. No, they didn't. But una want make people and give una money for go use. Where a country they Sidom, IMF will give concessional loans them. IMF will go take money. The minister and they try for convert them to grant for make them give them free money. But una want make they go give una money where they be backed by we assets them. Mr. Adeshina, the advice shouldn't be like using our asset for back against we loans them. The advice for we practice good governance. I'm not talking about democracy alone, But we must adopt or practice a system where, is consistent. Consistency is key. We're not going to operate this way. Some people are sorry, I will try to play the ending part of that video because it's a good one. It's a good video. Now that's I don't know maybe we'll call it.
If that trend continues, it will be a disaster for Africa.
Yeah, I've just finished that quickly.
If we manage our natural resources well, Africa has no reason to be poor.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have $6.2 trillion of natural resources.
This side, I don't know if they talk about Nigeria alone, because I know, like in Congo alone, there's about 24 trillion worth of natural resources in Congo alone. But anyway, some people.
So how in the world are we poor?
Yeah, why?
We simply need to pull up our socks.
Yeah. Some people but excuse me, this audio got for over 30 minutes. Yeah.
In the interest of our countries.
Yeah.
And in the interest of our people.
Yeah.
And let me say, the resources of a country does not belong in the pockets of powerful and rich individuals.
Not.
It belongs for the state to be used for the benefit of the people of that country. There must be accountability on our natural resources.
Yeah.
I wonder sometimes when people go around and say, well, I've actually helped, we put a borehole in a state.
This is one thing I want to talk about as well. When they talk about like politicians, they will go and say, oh, I don't dig borehole, I don't go dig water well. Useless mentality. Useless, big fool, ankle deep mentality. Picking. It's just like one day where that AKK said they go build hospital in constituency. They go dig borehole. Now listen what this man say. This nothing when in 2023 he gave this speech. I've been talking about their water thing there from 2018. 2018. Now let's see what he said. Now listen, way more or less this borehole business. Now listen.
A borehole and it's on national television.
Yes.
The very fact that you're actually installing boreholes is an indication of government failure.
Thank you.
Because in
Thank you. Listen.
21st century, every single house must be having pipe-borne water.
Thank you.
So that's nothing to be really delightful about.
Thank you. Thank you. The very idea where you get say they go dig borehole, it means we are stupid. We don't fail the people. A country we're surrounded with 7 major rivers, fresh water. We get the thing where they purify water back, bauxite. One of the things then. They purify water, but we're not able to provide water. That's why I listen where, one of the things that we Fatima Bio protest against Koidu Holdings, they say they don't provide water for the workers. Imagine the hypocrisy to the highest degree. You know your government, you man, you. We're not able to provide water for young people, a company where it be say these are all the reasons why the company they demand a lot from we because they don't meet water. The country don't get water, but now the company they want to make them provide water. So why make the cost of capital not go always go up? They will demand more, squeeze we more. Because we don't get these basic things. You are man. We're not able to provide water, but now Koidu Holdings, you are all accountable for me to provide water for the people where they work for them. Who's alone in Africa? Sad. Oh yeah. We don't go give up in this fight. We know they give up. And Salon people, June 24 is my own last day. We defend a plan B. And for me, the international community, we need to left them so. And I want to begin a call on Una for joining this fight. We defend lawyer for the wire. We have a case. We have less than a month. For me, I would not ever criticize electoral justice and I will always defend it and talk about it. But we're going to find a plan B now. Going to find a plan B. We must take them people here to court. We must. If I'm I left on there. I get a very good evening and the rest of the week. This, not a program, Salon Cashbox, And God bless you now. And thanks for listening. Thank you.